the thought in your head and you take the physical action to actually make that thought manifest, that lowers the number of that succession rate.
1 placement, Fetty Wap. 2nd placement, Lil Baby. 3rd placement, Nudie.
Nudie in 21.
And then right after that,
Then right after that, yeah,
got the deal. R.I.P. King Von.
Yeah, that was my boy too.
Did you meet him, bro? Like, how did it feel to know I own some of the motherland?
Man, it felt crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out Travis Scott, and he was like, "Yo, what's this? From Dr. Sebi?"
Have no fear, Mr. Organik is here. This is Organically Speaking. Anybody out there want to do partnership, sponsorship, clothing brand marketing, water, energy drink placement, whatever you want to be a part of Organically Speaking or Mr. Organik as a brand, hit me up at ballernothingelse@yahoo.com. That's my email, or DM me directly at Mr. Organik on Instagram. That's MR Organic with a K instead of a C, one word straight across. And we're going to get that promo game through the roof. 3 ya. Brother.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Hey, then you just come out tonight and got the sing.
Yeah.
You had to come up with all that. That's your,
Yes, sir.
that's your
Yes,
move.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
When they hear that Excalibur coming out,
Yeah, exactly.
they gotta know who
That
made
King
that.
Arthur, that Excalibur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's see.
Go. Every time.
And it's
It's all good.
okay. That's cool.
That's her little
Yeah.
zapper. She get out of line.
Perfect. Perfect.
That little Xena right there.
Zinger.
See the Xena in the building.
Oh yeah, the good Merle. Good
Oh, yeah.
genetics.
Have no fear, Mr. Organik is here, and this is Organically Speaking. Listen up. We only have one of them one type individuals in the building, and this is one today. I'm talking about a legend making beats for all your big name artists, from 21 Savage, Little Baby. The list go on, and we're gonna break down how he started to where he at now. A philanthropist, be out the country buying land on the ocean and goddamn Tanzania and all that. We talking about sea moss bringing the health and wealth to the world. Bring that spiritual alignment to these people that's running around without no balance. We gotta bring that back. So it's not just about the beats; it's about the man himself. Kid Hazel, swing the sword. What's going on, champion?
Appreciate you, God. Appreciate you, man.
How you feeling,
Thank
brother?
I'm feeling great, man. It's an honor to be here first and foremost, man. Look up to you and everything you do, the way you run your business and the way you just, portray that masculine energy.
Right.
And that's something that you don't see too often nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for having me.
Man, that's what it's all about, man.
Yes, sir.
I always just move different, thought different, and I just wanted to be myself at the highest level possible.
Yes,
so
sir.
to have that resonate with people and have it connect, not only to build a brand, clothing brand, health and supplement brand, but just motivate people, bro.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
people could look at me like, man, I could be like Organik. That's what I always wanted.
Yeah,
Over
yeah,
all
for
the money, all that, if people could be inspired by me, bro, I did it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
for sure.
So everything else came with it. So with that being said, man, like I've been following you for a long time, for like 3-4 years now, and I just watch your growth. You was already the guy before I met you, but just to know, like, what you put in to this game of, hip hop, is marvelous. So let's start from the beginning, man. Where you come from, and let's start there.
For sure, man. So I'm originally from Compton, California. I was born in Long Beach. My mom, because the Compton hospital was terrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back in 95, it was terrible. So everybody was having their babies in Long Beach. So my mom had me in Long Beach, grew up in Compton, man. I grew up, seeing the real, man. Like they say, like, having roaches in the house and, shootings going on when you a young age. We in kindergarten and first grade, people already gangbanging. That's something that people don't understand. Like, it's not something that they choose to do. This is something that they're like born into, raised into. So it's like, they're just warrior spirits, Us coming from the Aboriginal ancient ones, we was, having that natural warrior spirit. So, when you see it come up from that small age, that's the choice that they made, but it's more sort of genetic memory of them being warriors. So, seeing that at a young age, after that, as I got older, my mom was like, I don't want him to grow up over here. So we ended up moving to Long Beach in this place called Lakewood. So It was much nicer, much cooler. Went to school out there. And then a friend of my mom's was like, yo, we got to go to Las Vegas. It's cheap out there. You guys could get a crib for the same thing you paying in Long Beach for that smaller 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So ended up going to Vegas. Did high school out there, and then I got into music. That's when I got into producing. My cousin actually pulled up on me with some beats one time, and he was like, yo, He was like, I made beats with this program called FL Studio. I was like, what's that? He was like, download it right now. You can make some beats. This was about 2011, 2012.
All right.
I didn't ever think I was going to make it into my lifestyle at the time, you know, because I wanted to be a doctor. That was something that I originally wanted to be. I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to help people and heal people. Before I got into holistic medicine, I was more thinking about, you know, Western medicine and, you know, going to school for it and do stuff like that. So once I became a producer, it was actually when I was working at Costco. I graduated high school, and then I was like, you know what? I want to be a producer. This is what I want to be.
Right.
I had a job at Costco. I was working at Costco for almost 3.5 years, but I would take my laptop to my break room, make a beat, lunch, make a beat. Anytime any single chance I had to make a beat while I was working, that's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that consistency was key and probability is key. The more you can put the thought in your head and you take the physical action to actually make that thought manifest, that lowers the number of that succession rate. So if you're like, okay, I want to do this, you put the action to it, that probability of that number is going to get reached eventually if you keep putting that work in.
Most
you know
definitely.
What I'm saying? So that's what I believed in heavily, man. And it was like 2017 when the beats actually started to do something for me. I got my first placement with Fetty Wap.
Man, so your first ever beat was with Fetty Wap, and that's 2017. How old were you at that time?
At that time, I was about 17, 18 years old.
Early in the game. And what song was that?
Strapped Up Shawty.
Strapped Up Shawty. Was he already fully Fetty Wap with the Trap Queen and all that at the time?
Yeah, that came out. Yeah, the Strapped Up Shawty came up after his run.
Right.
So it was
was on the
and he rapped on it. So I was like, man, Fetty, I want you to do that thing you be doing, man, that singing thing. That's what I was saying to my
but
mind.
he wasn't on that no more.
He wasn't on that. He was showing people that he could rap.
Oh, goddamn, we didn't want the rappy Fetty Wap. We want the goddamn Fetty
Exactly.
We want that. Can I get me hit on my beat? Damn. Nigga, don't try to get reinvented on me.
Exactly.
Can I get what got you the bread?
Exactly.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
So the first one was Fetty Wap. And how did that go about? How did he get you your beat?
Oh man, so I found this it was a website called Send Beats 2. You know, producers listening today, it still exists. It's called sendbeats2.com. And on there they scour Twitter, they scour Instagram, and they find whenever an artist is trying to like ask for beats, and they put an email. So they go capture all that and they put that on their website. So when you go on there, you pay for the subscription, then you can look at everybody asking for beats. So that's what I was doing. I was going on there and I said, man, I'm going to send out 100 beats a day.
Right.
If I send out 100 beats a day, it's got to be somebody that hit back. If I send out 1,000 beats a day, maybe 2 people will hit back. So I was just believing and thinking in that manner. So I found Fetty Wap's homeboy Monty actually asked for beats. And I said, never always go to the head of the dragon. Sometimes you got to start off
at the tail.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's very smart. But what you implementing is such a powerful, aesthetic of life that most people don't tap into. So like what you're telling me, like I said, I'm the master of manifestation. Everything I ever thought about came to life because I thought about it, but the work behind it. Yes. So everything you're saying, we got the same, mantra, because if you think of something, you put that action behind it and be consistent with it, eventually 100%. You're going to run into it. 100%. But a lot of people miss that part of consistency and doing. Exactly. They just think about it, lay in the bed and wait for it to fall in their lap. Exactly. Never going to happen. Yeah, no. But you add that consistency, that work, you add that belief, and you add that never stop. Yeah. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So that's what you did, and boom, you got that Fetty Wap joint. Yeah. And then what was your next one that you were like, oh man, I'm in the game?
Yeah. So after the Fetty Wap joint, I'm like, you know what? I got my first placement. It's gonna up. It's gonna be up. Then nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? It was a YouTube drop. So it wasn't even really monetizable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a mixtape and it was a YouTube drop. So it was never any paperwork or anything like that had to go in the process to be able to collect royalties. Right. So I was kind of bummed out and but that didn't make me want to stop. I said, you know what? Let me use this as fuel. Let me use this as energy so I can be able to, continue. So the next one I got after that was Lil Baby. Right. And then it was Lil Baby Narcs.
That's when I first heard your sample. Yep. Because I was listening to Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying, when he first dropped, because I think No Days Off, one of my favorite songs from him, off his first joint. Yeah, that's so crazy. Yeah. Off his first, that's a banger, you hear me? Yes, I be in the gym to that right now, like, how this nigga come up with this on the first, but he had talent. So but before that song, Narcs come on.
Yeah, Narcs.
They're like, Kid Angel, boom, I'm like, hold on, that's my... Yeah. When I got to know you, I'm like, hold on, you was on that joint. Yeah. And they made the video and all that, right?
Yeah, they did a video and everything.
Come on,
man. It's a whole story to that.
Let's break it down. Break it down, brother.
It's a whole story to it that I've never actually shared.
All right.
When Lil Baby dropped that mixtape. So it goes back a little further. I DM'd Lil Baby when he had about 50,000 followers, and I just was like, yo, you hard, bro. Can I send some beats?
Right.
That's the #1 way I would hit people up. I'd be like, bro, you hard. Can I send beats? And then sometimes they would respond, sometimes they wouldn't. Lil Baby happened to respond. He was like, yeah, load me up. So I said, bet.
Right.
I sent that.
On the load up, goddamn. You know,
Exactly.
don't load them up.
Yeah, no, for real. So, you know, I was like, for sure. I sent the pack of beats through. He went through the beats. You know, I didn't hear nothing back.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, he probably ain't fuck with him, you know? Then 2 weeks later, he on live. You know, the universe told me to get on live. At that moment, I go on live. He playing the beat. He recorded a song to it. I was like, yo, I started tripping out. I was like, yo, he did something. I got one.
Yeah.
And it sounded hard. It sounded like some old Gucci. Like it sounded like a
right.
But new, you know what I'm saying? It was different. So, you know, after that, I didn't hear nothing. And then the mixtape dropped. The song was on there, but it said it was produced by somebody else. It said it was produced by D. Billy.
Yeah, who that?
Yeah. So D. Billy is an engineer. He passed away. Rest in peace. He was a good brother. Big, you know, R.P. D. Billy.
Right.
He actually engineered it.
Right.
But QC didn't know that he didn't produce it too.
Right.
So they put him as credited as producer, and I was the only producer on it.
Of course.
So I started tripping. I went on Instagram. I said, "Man, they stealing my
I
song."
got the goddamn. What's up?
Exactly, man. I was tripping. I hit up as many people as I could. I hit a Fetty Wap team like, "Yo, where's your lawyer at, man? I need something."
Right.
But Lil Baby's manager had hit me up and was like, "Yo, it wasn't even like that. They made a mistake."
Yeah.
You know. So I said, "Okay, cool." But Lil Baby ended up calling me that night and said, "Hey, I'm finna do a video to this.
Right.
I'm finna go up." You know what I'm saying? My bad, bro. I ain't know nothing about it. They cleared everything up. They got everything situated. And then the video came out and everything was good.
Yeah, they did the video and everything. The video was dope.
Man.
And it was like a movie.
It was like a movie.
Yeah, it's like they really put some bread behind it.
Yeah.
Had everybody in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like one of his first push joints. You made like his first real like entry to the game.
Yeah.
Bangers.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel, bro?
Man, it felt amazing because I had never stepped foot in Atlanta prior to that. I was, you know, straight from California, moving to Vegas and, you know, taking beats seriously. This was my job. This is what I was doing. But I believed in the Atlanta sound. I looked up to Metro, Southside, TM88, Sunny Digital, you know what I'm saying? All those guys. So I was like, I love this sound. Like I started off making the mustard, you know, type sound, the West Coast sound.
Right.
But then I got onto that Atlanta sound. So, you know, I never stepped foot in there, but I had the sound down. So when I got that record, it was like, yo, I got to go to Atlanta after that.
That's tough.
Because the record was going up.
It was big.
Nobody knew who I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they put you right there on the map right away because you, like, not only are you with Lil Baby, you already know it's always like a 6 degrees of separation. You in there with Lil Baby, so that's QC, that's Amigo, that's... You know what I mean? He knows 21. He knows Young Thug. Nigga, you're in there.
Exactly.
That's hard. And Atlanta's like that. I remember when I first was taking music seriously, and I was with some people that had a lot of bread, and we was going around the whole country doing big things. And I was in Atlanta, right? I was at Penthouse Studios. I'll never forget this. Probably like 12 years ago. I'm in there. It was a producer in there, right? This, you know, they had them in-house guys that just sitting there. I got beats.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, that's in there. I'm like, who the these niggas? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming with we come with dope money. So it's like, I didn't move out the way.
Yeah.
But then it was just giving beats for like $200, right? One little dude in there, man, I got these beats, bro. I'm like, man, listen to his beats for us. He listened to the beats, got like 3 of the beats, went in there, rapped on them, they was cool. Then come to find out, that was Metro Boomin that was in there. The whole time, this Metro Boomin, he was in Penthouse Studios in there selling his beats. I didn't know who this was. But understand, he already had karate chop and all that. But I didn't know he was in person.
Yeah, facts.
But we hear the drop later, like, hold on, what that drop say? I'm like, holy, that was this. He was in there hustling, bro. So like, that's how Atlanta is, man. You right there anytime, not only with producers, but you know what I'm saying, the rappers. So that's dope. So once you got that hit, what was your next step? You got Narc, you were a Little Baby, so did you move to Atlanta right away or what?
Nah, so I took a trip out there, me and my boy 44, and then we went and found Lil Baby's album release party for his next album that came out. So we went to that, just, you know, not knowing anybody, just, yo, I did Narcs. Okay, come on in. Hey, yo, I did Narcs. Oh, come on in. It was more so just speaking on what I did, and they was like, oh, all right, come on in. So we did that. Went out there for the first time. Got the first time ever getting an Airbnb and off of Peachtree downtown. Went out there. It was a vibe, man, and it came back, and I was like, yo, I got to go back. But what I did when I went out there, I took a flash drive. I took actually 20 flash drives, and I loaded up with beats, and I went to Lenox Mall, and I was looking for anybody that I even thought was a rapper. I was like, yo, that dude look like a rapper. I'm finna go to him. Hey, what's up, bro? I made Narcs. Here go a flash drive of beats. All my contact information in there. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I went out there and did. And I actually met a lot of people. I had met some people that work with Pee Wee Longway. Yeah, that was at the mall at the time, you know. But I went back to Vegas. from there, still nothing really, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, this is first one, nothing. Second one, it had the notoriety,
Little
but
bit of show.
it was a push up, but then there still
Yeah.
wasn't nothing financially to be able to pursue it even more, right?
Right.
Then I went back at the time, I had my daughter on the way.
Oh, yeah, it gets
You
real.
know what I'm saying? My daughter was born 2017, September. And I said, you know what? Now it's no option. I got no option but to make this work. And then from there, I would send out almost 200 beats a day.
Right.
I ended up getting a hold of Young Nudi's email.
Okay.
I sent Young Nudi a beat, which
Right.
was a Since When. Savage jumped on it. Savage was like, yo, who made that beat?
Right.
And they're like, yo, Kid Hazel made it. He did NAR, da-da-da-da. Oh, I want to sign him.
Oh.
Yeah, and then from there, his manager, Meezy, which is also my manager now.
Shout out to
had hit
Meezy.
me up. Shout out Meezy. Meezy hit me up and was like, yo, Savage fucking with you. He want to sign you to Slaughter Gang. You'll be the first producer on Slaughter Gang. I was like, let's do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's your, okay, so that's your one placement, Fetty Wap. Second placement, Lil Baby. Third placement, Nudie.
Nudie in 21.
And then right after that?
Then right after that, got the deal.
Got the
21
deal.
Slaughter Gang. Yep. And then we went straight on tour with Post Malone for 3 months after that.
Hold on, champ. God damn. That's some expedited situation, but it was a lot of grind involved.
There was a lot of grind
See, they're
involved.
going to hear
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, but they ain't hear 100.
Nah.
I'm going to the mall, handing it. I'm
Exactly.
forcing Bogart. Hey, I made Narc let me in.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
not hearing that
They
part,
not hearing that.
but they
Yeah.
got to understand that
They
part.
gotta understand that.
Understand that the mental fortitude of coming and going back,
Mm-hmm.
still nothing.
Yeah. Still
But
nothing.
then when it came, you was ready. No homo.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
now you signed a Slaughter Gang. You're on tour right away.
Yeah.
So
right
how did
away.
that tour go?
Man,
with
it
Post
was
Malone.
It was crazy.
Cause what song they had? What song
They had
it?
Rockstar.
They had the
Rockstar was out.
goddamn number one in the
Yeah,
world.
number one in the world.
Oh my God.
Man, it was crazy because it was my first time, like literally, like I just quit my job. I after Since When I had quit my job, I was like, you know what? I'm about to just do this full time. And
Right.
my mom really, you know what I'm saying, shout out moms and pops, because my mom was working a job and she was like, go ahead, I believe in you. And there was many nights, you know, because it took me about 4.5 years before my beat started, you know,
Of
get in
course.
place. But my mom was the one I said, go ahead, you know what I'm saying? I got you. You know, late nights, music banging, she just put her head on the pillow over her head. And she just believed in it.
Shout
And my
out to my
dad was,
Dukes.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And my dad was like the financial force behind it. Like, okay, boom, if she's short, I'm gonna make sure. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? So it was like, you know, even though my dad, he has 6 different children with 6 different women.
Oh, he
You
ain't
know
no
what I'm
Joe.
saying?
He a different type of goddamn.
Yeah,
Okay.
very, very high level alpha male.
Oh,
you
he
know
ain't
what I'm saying?
playing.
So
Yeah,
that's all
yeah.
I saw growing up, and all I saw was provide. You know what I'm saying? So he was making sure we was good. Or my mom was giving me that love and that emotional energy to push my craft. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful balance.
Because it's the balance of yin and yang. When
Yeah.
you too much yang, sometimes you can't see things.
Right.
But when you too much yin, sometimes you a hen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't
You
be
laying
what you
down.
need. Yeah, you
Right.
laying down. So when you got that balance, that energy combined together, then you can fortitude that emotional manifestation.
Yeah.
Because crown chakra manifestation is straight from the thought. That's boom, manifest, boom, manifest. But
Right.
that heart chakra manifestation is when you use your heart and you feel emotion behind it. Almost like you almost want to cry how bad you want
You
it.
believe.
You believe in it. You're
More
like,
than
man,
anything.
I want this.
Oh,
so
I
bad,
know it's
man.
gonna happen.
Like, this tear run down my
Yeah.
eye. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put in more work because it's
I'm
supposed to be here already, but
Exactly.
it's cool.
These
I'm gonna
niggas-
get it.
Exactly. These
Yeah.
niggas believe in me. These niggas think I'm all right, bet.
Ooh, I like
know
that
what I'm
energy.
saying?
Yeah, I should use that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I want
Yeah.
to give it to the world.
Yeah.
You playing with me.
Playing.
See, I done gas my dog up. She on my bark.
You know what I'm
but she
saying?
feel my energy.
She feel the energy.
Because I live that way,
Yeah.
champ. You hear me?
Yeah.
I just talk to people all the time like, when I get that Wraith,
Yeah.
y'all gonna remember playing with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I'm walking down Beverly Hills with goddamn a albino crocodile, I told you.
Yeah.
And I did all that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know that energy, brother, continues.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, and then that's the energy that took it. That's the energy that took it to that point to where, you know what I'm saying, now I'm on tour, Post Malone. My first time ever being on tour, my first time ever seeing what the tour life is like.
Right.
You know, we chilling on
Zena.
tour. It's like, you know, it's the shows, 5,000 people, sold out tour.
Right.
You know, and you know, these hood. So after
Right.
tour, it's 100 women back there.
Oh, yeah, they
and they just
feasting.
like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's my first time ever
Oh,
seeing
you
any of
went
that.
straight top level, #1 album in the world with the craziest nigga in Atlanta with you.
It's the craziest nigga in Atlanta with
Right.
me, #1 off the gate. You know what I'm saying?
Hell of a life.
So it was crazy, but it's like when my mindset was like, I don't ever want Savage to see me sleeping
Right.
and I'm not working. I don't ever want Savage to be up and I'm still asleep. I don't ever want Savage to see me sitting here what these bitches are doing, and he trying to, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
be recording. Because there was a few people that was on tour with us that was like, oh, we're so-and-so. Like, oh, he went to a girl house. Savage ready to record. Or, oh, we're, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't gonna be one of them.
No.
I need to make sure I capitalize on this opportunity. Because when you sometimes, when the universe give you the opportunity, they'll put something else in there just to see.
What I say all the time, when God is working, the devil is working.
Exactly.
He sees you.
Exactly.
He was one of his most powerful, you know what I'm saying, beings he ever made. So he knows when God got his aura and touch on you. So he want to distract you. Anytime, this goes for anybody in the world, when you feel like you're about to get to a next level and you feel that negativity or a lot of bad stuff happen, you're about to break through the ceiling. It's trying to stop you from going there. Just keep going. Persevere.
Yeah.
So that's what happens, brother.
Yes,
and you know that energy. So when you felt that energy, you know, how did you, keep going forward?
When I felt the energy, I started feeling myself slowly accomplishing each thing that I wanted. You know, my dream was to be friends with Metro Boomin and make beats with Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
As a producer, that was my dream. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was 21, he came to Las Vegas at Light, Mandalay Bay. And I went and I was in the crowd. I bought a ticket and everything. And I remember I got it on my Snapchat. I was like, yo, one day, Metro, we gonna work, man, one day. And I just was recording the whole vibe, you know, and then fast forward, you know, to where we on tour. I ended up meeting him. He was like, yo, cool as a motherfucker, super cool dude. And then after that, I did 6 songs on Savage's album, I Am I Was, which was Grammy nominated and platinum. So it went from that tour. The whole time we on tour, we working on I Am I Was.
Yeah.
Tour is over, a few months go down the road, I Am I Was drops. I had 6 records on there. Damn. See, first time ever, you know, an artist. That's why I appreciate Savage, because he gave me the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really know me. He, you know, I ain't have too much work to where it's like, okay, for sure, this gonna make sure my album good. Like, he didn't really know too much, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, I turned 23 on a Post Malone tour.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was 22 at the time, turned 23 on Post Malone tour. Yeah. And the album went good, man. It did good.
Went platinum, 6 joints on there?
Yep, 6 joints on there, went platinum and Grammy nominated.
Damn, that's massive, because you went right into the game with one of the hottest guys, not only one of the hottest guys, but one of the most consistent, and he's making super hits. Yeah. And it's a blessing, because sometimes when you sign to certain people, it slows down your growth because you're dependent on them. But what happened was, like you said, he actually put you in position and allowed you to get on these albums, and he's still going too. Yeah. To this day. Yeah. So after what was the next big artist you did something with that you were like, damn, I can't believe I'm doing this right now?
The next big artist I did something with was when so separate from Savage. Right. Was when we did something with Migos. Yeah, I did something with Migos when I was on Culture 3. I did the record called How Did I with Takeoff, Offset, and Quavo on it.
That's historical.
Yeah, and it was crazy how I met them, because I would see Offset all the time. He would be at the house with Savage, and I would meet him. But I would always be like, I don't ever want to be like, hey, man, I got some beats, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they'd be like, man, like, chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted them to see me a few times, and then eventually, you know what I'm saying, ass. But I didn't want to be ass out the first gate. So I see him a few times, and then I ended up saying, yo, I got some beats for you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, yeah, for sure, send them through. So I ended up sending the beat for that. He did the beat a minute ago, and he ended up getting Quavo on it, and he got Rest in Peace Takeoff on it.
Man, R.I.P. Takeoff,
yeah, then they ended up putting it out on Culture 3 Deluxe.
Tough. That's hard. Yeah. Shout out to DJ DeReal. Oh, that's my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got a record with him.
You got a hard record with DJ DeReal.
Come on, brother. Don't play with me down. That Malibu, but slide through it about NBA buddy. Oh, God. You know what I'm saying? That's love, though. So that was at his pinnacle when he did goddamn, you know what I'm saying? He just dropped that banger with them. He sent me, like, man, would you send me some beats? I'm like, hold on. Yeah. Who else? DJ, it's a lot of, man, it's love, bro. In this game, to be, you know, unison with top level people that rock with us, man, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and it's dope. Not only you, but man, okay, you're welcome. So Amigos, that joint, Deluxe, I know that felt good, because they legends, right? Yeah. Probably one of the biggest in the game. Man, and what was your next big hit? You like, damn, this is out of here. Man, I did it again.
Coily Ray, Big Purr.
That's your joint?
Yeah.
Oh, you acting dumb, champ. That was a hit right there, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Ooh, I didn't know you did that one now. Yeah. You slid that one in on the backside. Oh, yeah. Don't tell everybody.
Yeah.
Ooh, the big purr.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's a hit, sir. You know what I mean? So how'd that even go about, Coily Ray? How'd you get to that situation?
So Coily Ray, I actually made the beat for Pooh Shiesty. Like, before I even knew she was going to get Pooh Shiesty on there.
And he owned it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I made the beat with Pooh Shiesty in mind. I was like, yeah, this is Pooh Shiesty. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up putting it in a pack. my manager Meezy, he cool with Koi's people, so he ended up sending the pack to I think to Koi's manager, you know what I'm saying, and then they ended up pulling it up, and then Koi did the record,
Right.
and then ended up getting Pooh Shiesty on it,
Mm.
and then she did a snippet on TikTok,
Yep.
and it went viral
Off the
on
rip.
Instagram and TikTok, it went viral. So I was like, yo, this is crazy,
Yeah.
you know. So I was like, boom, did that, and it came out, and then me and Koi had a good relationship as well. Me and her would go to the studio,
Yeah.
work on different records.
Oh yeah, I
you know
remember.
what
I
I'm
remember
saying?
seeing the studio. with
Yeah,
him.
she real cool, real talented artist, you know. So it made it cool to like actually have a friendship relationship with the artist you're working with,
Yeah.
and then make a banger record. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That makes
So,
it better. Like you're
it makes
already
it much
cool,
better. Yeah,
but then we can make a hit. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of friends too. We
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
but we get some money together,
get
do
some
some
money.
business that we even cooler.
exactly.
You hear me?
Exactly.
All that friendship, cool, but can we get some money together?
Exactly.
How can we turn it up, man? What
Exactly.
can you bring over here? I can bring over there.
Exactly.
Don't misuse me, but use me, brother, because I'm
Yeah.
gonna use you.
Yeah.
That's
Straight
how
like
we
that.
do it.
Straight like that.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's legendary.
Mhm.
And so boom, Chloe Ray, Big Purr. Then how did you like do? What you eat more in the album or something like that, or just one? Did she even drop an album? At
Yeah,
that
yeah,
time?
she did it. Yeah, I was on Big Purr, and
Yeah.
there's another record featuring G Herbo. The name of that record, I forgot what she named it. It's hard though. It's on the album.
So you had two of her on the album.
With two of her.
That's dope. That's
with
dope.
The other one featuring G Herbo and then
Yeah.
Big Purr.
Dang,
You
that's
know,
hard.
So that was like, yo. I was like,
So how's your family going about this now? Now you became everything you said. You know, your mom and dad believed, invested. Now how do they receive you doing these big things?
Oh man, they always congratulated me. You know what I'm saying? Always congratulated me. I never had no cousins that came out the woodwork like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that was with me in the beginning is still with me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was always love. Like my big bro Josh, he always was like, yo, like you gonna do this. My big bro Dale, like all of them, you know, Kamar, they all believed in it. You know what I'm saying? So when it started to happen, they just encouraged me to keep going. You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times that comes with a lot of, a lot of weight when you become successful. Luckily, you had a grounded situation, your mom and dad. Because a lot of times once you touch that type of fame, that type of money or whatever, it's like, man, people come out the woodwork.
Oh, yeah.
More money, more problems.
Oh, yeah.
That happens a lot, especially when it comes from friends and family.
Yeah.
Like people think it's just like money-wise, but it's really the whole synopsis of having the money.
Yeah, 100%.
Because people changed on you. I didn't change on you.
Yeah.
You ain't never asked me for, like Meek said, you changed. You never
Yeah.
asked me for nothing before.
Exactly.
Now I got something, now you ask me for
Now
something.
you acting, yeah.
You acting different.
Yeah.
I went and did work.
Yeah.
Get
That's
back,
it.
sir.
Yeah, come on.
I didn't know you like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We never had a money situation. So I get that, but boom. So now you in there, you got platinum records. What was like, okay, now I got this, I'm gonna do something big. I ain't no regular person no more. What was the first big purchase? Like, I got to show them something now. I'm living. I drip to this. You know what I'm saying?
The first thing that I bought was a 1983 Buick with switches.
Old school, man.
Yeah, because you know,
Oh,
I'm
you a
from
Cali
Compton.
kid,
I
man.
had to get.
You know, I'm from San Diego originally. I'm a
Yeah.
Southeast Dago guy.
Yeah,
You know what
for
I mean?
sure.
So, yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
With
I
the
had to
switches
get
on
that.
it.
Had to get it with the switches on.
And it was already ready to go.
Yeah, already ready to go.
Hey, you know, them
what
old
I'm
school
saying?
be nut and all that.
And it do. You know what I'm saying? Because I had got a Camaro first. I wanted an IROC. So
Right.
I bought an old
Oh, you
school
went IROC on
I
them?
went IROC on them.
Ooh.
But then my IROC needed some cool air intake. It wasn't pulling how I wanted to pull.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting the low switches.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It was cool,
I mean, you
man.
got to
So-
enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah,
You like,
man.
once you become successful, you got to get your trophies. You got to, touch these
Yeah.
things we dreamt of as kids.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? I ain't
man.
trying to stun on nobody.
Exactly.
But I got to, I got to have it.
Got to, man.
Mandatory.
You know.
So now you fully lived in Atlanta, right? When you start doing after the tour and everything?
So I ended up moving to Atlanta in 2021.
Okay.
Because I was still, my family was in Vegas, and then I was
Yeah, I
in
remember you was in
Atlanta,
Vegas, yeah.
And then I would have to always, my girls would be, if they got sick or anything, I'm like, damn, I'm in Atlanta for 3 months. And then, at this time, I'm already a herbalist.
Right.
So I'm like, I like to heal them with, herbal medicine and different stuff like
Right.
that. So I would be away. So I would have to be instructing, what to do. But at the same time, it's more difficult because with children, the dosage of different herbs, it has to be more complex. You can't
Right.
get them the same amount that we would take because they can get too much iron in their system, and that can be detrimental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So certain things like that would just always be in the back of my mind. I was a pit bull breeder.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of pit bulls,
Uh-huh.
vicious, crazy,
Oh, yeah,
aggressive,
the fighting ones, yeah.
Compton pit bulls.
Not
you
no
know what I'm
little,
saying?
listen, Zena, this year, that Merle, that's why you said, oh, that's that good breed. You
yeah,
can tell.
exactly.
You knew it from the rip.
I
Yeah.
know. You know what I'm saying? So, and I always would have visions of like, oh, my dog, not really, my females, the kids was always cool with my kids, but the male, he was just so primal because they lived outside. So
Right.
they mind ended up reverting back to like wolfhood. So like they wouldn't eat until he eats. They wouldn't be able to go to the gate and bark, only he could. So it was like, you know, I kept getting visions of him trying to get my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because one time he broke in and he looked at her and he was just looked like he was trying to do something. So once I heard that, I said, oh, he got to go.
Yeah, he got to go.
He got to go.
Yeah, once they buck, they got to go.
They got to go.
They got comfortable.
Now
That
they challenging me.
And I got to take you out, brother.
Yeah.
I got the Mike Vick, no homo say, but they no offense, but I got to, because you playing. You might try to go on me.
Exactly.
Or one of my kids.
Exactly. I can't have that.
Oh, come on, man. I skin you live, made pit bull pork chops.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fry you up.
Cook them.
I'm going to get him. You know what I'm saying? My boy got some good meat on it.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't going to let that go to waste.
You know?
So boom, I'm going to get to your herbalistness because that's legendary, right? So we're going to get to the COVID and how that, because I know you probably really was sanctioned then, like, I got to do a different way. I'm not going for this. I'm going to finish up on your music because it's so legendary. I want people to really know, because you a quiet guy behind the scenes guy, but you're a pure legend. So we're going to get some understanding today.
Appreciate you.
So, okay, you did the Corey. What was your next one after that?
So my next one after that,
because this getting to like right now time.
Yeah, it's getting to right now time. So after that, I did Baby What You Doing with Nardo Wick.
Come on, champ.
Yeah, Baby What You Doing with Nardo Wick. That one did good. And then after that, I did King Von, Don't Play That.
That is you on Don't Play That.
Yeah.
That's tough. R.I.P. King Von.
Yeah, that was my boy too.
Did you meet him?
Yeah.
Okay, man. Give us a King Von story, man.
Hey, so, man, it's crazy. Actually, before he passed, I was in San Diego. I was getting my daughter's passport. And they tapped in with me and it was like, yo, Von about to be in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be down there. He want to get in the studio with you. He want to tap in with you. I was like, okay, bet. Yeah, I'm finna be back out there. I'm finna pull up, So prior to that, me and him had been working. I was saying some stuff, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, his sister was dating Lil Harold. Okay. So,
shout out to Lil Harold. That's
shout out to Lil Harold. Yeah.
I went from to come to Miami. Come on, bro. Get on the pod, brother.
Lil Harold got to pull up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But, and then the time that I did meet him was just like, oh, yeah, you make beats? Yeah, for sure. Let's get some shit going. So it was a quick, high energy interaction. Right. And then after that, I would just always send stuff. And then when they told me he was coming, he wanted to get in the studio with me, it was like, yo, for sure, I'm gonna be back to the city. Right. And then that situation ended up happening.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him.
Yeah.
So that was right before he passed away. You was about to get in the lab with him?
Yeah, about to get in the lab with him.
But every time you see him was good interaction.
Yeah, every time. Yeah. The time that we did, saying always high energy. He was real high energy.
Oh, yeah, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I bet he had to be that type of guy.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to run at that level.
Exactly.
R.I.P. to Von, man. But that mean, shit, you got a banger with him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So the legacy lives on. You know what I mean? You went in the lab with him, but you know what I mean? You got to connect.
Exactly, man.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
King Von, that's a big move.
Yeah.
So now we here now, right? You didn't get nothing on the Drake and Savage album. You didn't get one on there.
So it's crazy. So,
I know.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. Exactly. So it was 2 records that Savage did that he sent to Drake, and then Drake actually hopped on one of them. Right. Right. But his whole team was the one that kind of facilitated everything. Right. So out of all like probably 40 records that they made, it ended up narrowing down to the, what was it, like 11, 12, like 11, something like that. It was small. So, you know what I'm saying, the ones that I did ended up getting snubbed off, you know what I'm saying?
You got them still though, sticky, leaky.
I got the ones without Bro on it though.
Oh, without Drinky on there, yeah. Damn, that's tough though.
And even that type of thing could have made somebody be like, man, fuck this, man, I'm sorry with bro, I ain't get on there, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you like, nigga, we gonna keep it going. Right. And I'm gonna just turn my energy up so that way, you know what I'm saying? I
can't miss it. Yeah, exactly. They gonna stick with it next time.
Exactly.
You gotta speak on that because a lot of people are entitled, while a lot of people break their loyalty and integrity through trials and tribulations of, you know what I'm saying, of life and friendship, right?
Exactly.
But if you have an opportunity, that's the biggest blessing, I feel like.
Exactly.
So like, how did you have the mental, stability not to get, discouraged or turn on your guy because you didn't make that probably the biggest thing you ever did in your life at that time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What kept you like, yeah, I'm good?
Yeah. I just was like, man, like, I know, like, I'm like, if we in the wilderness right now, I can't expect to bring the food to my plate. You know what I'm saying? I got to go get it. I got to go hunt it. Yeah. So if I ain't eat tonight, maybe I got to hunt harder. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it as like, let's just work harder. Let me work harder. Right. You know what I'm saying? You a grown man. You going to do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. If things didn't align, that just, hey, let me just keep working. Right. You know what I'm saying? And take that energy and turn it up and manifest again and manifest greater. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it would never, mess up anything between us because the fact that I know for sure he was rooting for it. I know for sure he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Those records on there. But it's like when you look at it from the bigger picture, the people that's mixing everything down, doing everything, and they have their own aesthetic mindset of how they want it to go. You know, they hands is here, and then they hands is doing this.
Yeah.
So it's like it was only so much that, you know what I'm saying, could have been done anyway. So it just said, you know what? It's all good.
It is what it is. I make more.
It
ain't nothing. Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. A lot of people get lost in the sauce, or
exactly.
like you've done big records. You know what I'm saying? You put people in position by giving them, you know, that architecture behind.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Their build. So you could have felt somewhere like, man, how did? But you kept your stability. That's dope.
Exactly.
A lot of people start feeling themselves getting that ego. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it mess up a good thing.
It mess up a good thing.
And when you build it with somebody, you want to build to the end.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to just build, you know what I'm saying, a house when I could build a whole community.
Exactly.
I like, even with women, I don't even like one night stands if you that level of woman.
Yeah.
Let's go to the end. Let's keep you around.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you ain't, get out of here. But I feel like you one of them.
Yeah.
Hey, well, if I hit you the first night, that's even better. We gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get rid of you because you gave it to me first night. If you something with stability, we gonna stay around.
Exactly.
But people ain't got that mental understanding, brother. You do, and that's a blessing.
Nah, I appreciate
So let's get into that, because not only are you a legendary producer, platinum and all this, top level, but you are a herbalist and like a real spiritual guy.
Yes, sir.
That I connected on that level with you too. Like I said, you inspired me to look at Tanzania and see about that. That's Tanzania, right?
Yeah, Zanzibar.
Zanzibar.
Yeah, but it's Tanzania though.
It is Tanzania,
yeah,
but Zanzibar.
But Zanzibar, the island off the coast.
Come on now.
Yep.
So I'm seeing you out there getting land. You put me on, hey man, they got some land out here, let me know. So like, let's speak on that level of you, not only, you know, in the producing part, but let's get to that, you know, the herbalist and the mentalist you are.
Yes, sir. Man, so it was crazy because the way I even found out about Zanzibar was from one of my homeboys, JoJo. Back in the day, man. This is one of my day one homies that ended up putting me on a good friend of mine's that connected me to Ghana. So his name is Walla Y. He's a lit artist in Ghana. And he just, you know what I'm saying, just on some boss timing, you know what I'm saying? He was buying beats first. He was the first one I was like, yo, I'm finna buy some beats. He was buying beats for like 6,000 before I had anything. He was like, let me get these 7 beats, man. I give you 6,000
a piece.
Like, 1,000 a piece.
Oh, I thought you said 6 a piece. I thought you had 7 of them. Bring 42K through.
Yeah, exactly. That would've been nuts.
Damn.
Yeah. So he was doing that, you know, but then at the same time, he was telling me about Africa. He was like, yo, Africa, crazy. He was getting me on the spiritualism. He was getting me on understanding like, hey, you can do, you know, you could tap into the astrology, you know what I'm saying? Astrology magic or astrology manifestation. You know what I'm saying? When you wait to the hour of Jupiter before you even manifest something that has to do with the things Jupiter governs. So Jupiter governs the power of fortune, luck, abundance, you know, different things like that.
That's so crazy. I ain't mean to cut you off, but when I always say, you know, people say Mars.
Yeah.
People say Uranus. I always tell them I'm from Jupiter.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because that's the shit you're saying come from Jupiter. I say I'm a Jupiter.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know none of that. Yeah. But I always say, I ain't from this planet.
Hey.
I picked Jupiter.
Yeah.
And that, go ahead, brother. Because I always say, my name Jarvis. I'm from Jupiter.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I'm a Jupiter.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Break down
you embody that energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because Mars, right? Jupiter does that. Saturn is for like banishment. It's also good for business plays and business opportunities, but it's really used for banishment and getting things out of your life. Like, for example, if you want to like cord cut from a woman that you can't get rid of, she drained energy from you, you drain energy, you just want her gone.
Right.
You do a cord cutting energy ritual to where you just take the bath, then you just get an obsidian blade and you run it down your body and you just get rid of those stagnant energies that's connected to that being that you didn't want to connect to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's Saturn. And Mars is for war. So if you got to go to a meeting where you need to, you know what I'm saying, make sure your play is stamped and you need to go into, you know, are you about to go fight? Are you about to do something? You want to do it at the hour of Mars. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on, you know what I'm saying? From transformation is Pluto and, you know what I'm saying? It goes on and on. I'm still learning it, but that's what he taught me. He started teaching me that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Powerful.
And then from there, I started hearing about Zanzibar.
Right.
And I was like, yo, Zanzibar is crazy. But I never thought nothing of it.
Of course.
You know, I never thought nothing of it. Fast forward 3 years later, I did on a podcast and I was talking about wanting to be self-sustainable because it's a real big dream of mine, a goal of mine to be able to be 100% self-sustainable, have all my growing on my farm, on my land, got my water well, drinking the water from the ground, you know what I'm saying? Just have whatever you want, just have it all there, and you know what's going on. So I said that I wanted on the podcast, and my homeboy J-Rock, he's a celebrity personal trainer that lives in Atlanta, and he hit me up and was like, yo, he was like, man, I got land in Zanzibar. That's what I've been doing, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Right. I'm like, man, pull up to the studio. We got a studio in Atlanta. He pulled up, man, one of them ones, man.
From the seed.
From the seed, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, man, I'm gonna be out there for a whole month. I'm gonna tap in with my folks that I'm already working with, bro. If you ain't know nothing, pull up. You know, that's my first time ever going overseas.
What?
Never stepped overseas in my life prior to that. I was like, man, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna and at the time, I probably only had, I was waiting on some money to come in, so I probably had a spendable 10 racks at the time. And I was like, you know what? The ticket about 25. I'm gonna just get it.
Right.
Just got it.
Leap of faith.
What I'm saying? Just leap of faith. Then I did it, man. And then it was like, it was amazing. You know, getting there, it was a long 16-hour flight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing. Getting there, seeing the people, seeing how they live, man, going into that world where they live in third world, right? But happy. Nobody's starving because they got the ocean, they got fish, they got papayas growing around like weeds. Deliciousness everywhere.
Yeah.
They got it's amazing. And they got fruit stands when you walk up, and the thing that was most intriguing to me was the land. Yeah. When I was flying in, you see that beautiful blue water, because it's in the Indian Ocean, so they don't have no hurricanes, they don't have no earthquakes, they don't have anything natural disaster over there. It's in a safe zone. You know, and the island has been there for thousands of years. It's not one of those disappearing and popping up and disappearing islands. It's been there on Anunnaki history records for thousands of years. That's one of the places that Enlil went to. You know what I'm saying?
Historical.
Yeah, historical, and Sumerian tablets. So once I saw that, I said, man, I got to get some land. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I got my first piece of land there.
Got your first piece of land you ever purchased, and you did it in the motherland, basically.
In the motherland, yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, man.
And that's because I'm on that same type of time. I always told people my end game is having me an organic farm, organic orchard, having all my own cattle and all that stuff, have my own chickens and eggs and horses, and you know what I mean? And have my own orchards and bringing the organic juices, and you know, being Whole Foods though, jewelried up real. But I got orchards. I'm still in with it. I got my own cows. Come get this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Have me a placard of me like this and here. Some of this organicness.
Exactly.
But I'm still, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I can see it.
Yeah.
That's why he always did the sea moss. I did the honey.
Yeah.
I always had these elements out there, but I want to take it to that level. So like, that's what I'm saying. We connected on so many things.
Yeah.
So you got your first land out there. How did that feel, bro? Like, how did it feel to know I own some of the motherland?
Man, it felt crazy. It felt crazy. It was like a deep rooted just happiness that was in me. You know what I'm saying? Just standing on it. And so I bought, that was the first land I bought. And then when I went out there again, 3 times after that, I bought I bought 2 other pieces of land. So I got 2 big plots of land. And on this land, I started building already. So I built my wall and it says Swing the Sword on it. So
yeah, I seen that. You posted that. That's tough.
When I did that, took my shoes off.
Yeah, he felt like big heat man then.
Yeah, because the other one, I ain't start building on that one yet, because that's more something I want to do later, because I want to invest into like a complex and probably resell it to someone or something like that, because it's on a cliff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got that view.
At the ocean. Yeah. So the other one is going to be the Swing the Sword Compound 1.
Tough.
You know what I'm saying? And that one, when I started that building process, man, I felt amazing, because I was like, okay, now I got something that's going to be mine forever, because when you buy land there, you don't go through the government to buy the land. Right. Because you go through the government, they're going to try to give you a 100-year lease, 60-year lease, something like that.
For sure.
What you do, you have a trusted person buy the land, and then you do ownership transfer paperwork. And then you get a lawyer, and then they do ownership transfer paperwork. And then now they transfer the land to you, and you own it as if you are local.
Oh, that's tough.
But it's you. You know what I'm saying? So now you put your beneficiary on it. Now that land stays in your family forever.
That's raw. Man, historical understanding, man, really giving us some real seeds here. So, I mean, of course it's there. This is probably a lot of land. I know it probably wasn't that expensive, right?
Oh, no.
Because people thinking I got some land. They scared, like, I can't afford it. Like, can you tell them how much it was and how you went about it?
Yeah, for sure. So the first land that I got was $30,000.
Come on now.
Yeah, and that's on a cliff. That's like, when it's done, that can be well over $1 million home, including the land, just because of the location, right?
Facts.
Now, that was I would say on the high end.
Yeah.
The second 2 pieces of land was much cheaper. They were only 10 racks.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? 10 and 14. So, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And at that point, people throw away 10, you know what I'm saying? You could throw away 10 racks in a week.
Most definitely. They throw it in the strip club on back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
imagine just taking 10 racks and be like, yo, let's get some land, and then now you got something, and you could build something, and the house only gonna cost about $40K for a 4-bedroom.
From the ground up.
Yeah, from
big
the ground
joint.
up. Big joint. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go crazy, you could go crazy.
Right.
But 40K gets you a nice 4-bedroom, 2-story joint. You know what I'm saying? So just
so
to
50K, you got the land and you got a crazy house. On straight out.
On straight out.
Man, crazy.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, you know, I'm in the process, and I'm gonna continue to show you the process as I do it. But it's been easy so far, man. And my dog Choo Choo, he's been real good with helping me facilitate things. He's a local, and my other people's Ali and J Rock, the one that put me on, Ali and them. They you know, we got good people out there. So
that's a blessing. You
know, because that's the thing. I you know, because when we speak on here, we speak 100%, and we tell you the whole shit.
Yes.
When you go there, the people are. When they see you American, they want to, you know,
they got to come up on you, brother.
It's 40,000 shillings. It's 80,000 shillings
for you, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're American, so you got to learn how to barter them down. You know what I'm saying? And they might try to get you because they like be a nice old lady. You be like, oh, but she really done hiked it up 60,000 on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. So finding trustworthy people can be difficult.
It's very important.
So when you have someone out there that's trustworthy,
stick with them.
Stick with them.
Yeah, because I've seen that in different places that you get there and they, of course, you know you're American. I mean, that's just like when you go to different countries, like them third world countries, you go get some fruit. Yeah. Local would be motherfucking $1 little for you, gonna tell you $6. Yeah. You ain't thinking, oh, ain't nothing you. Shit to them, they done came up. Yeah, exactly. They done quadrupled on your monkey head ass. Exactly. So you got to know the right people. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you do, so that's a blessing. And I'm gonna get me some land there too, but we're gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? I done talked to you about that before. I got to build me something out there. I got to go out there and visit and jump off that damn cliff. How high is the cliff? I want to break my damn neck now. Oh man, so
that particular part is the cliff. Say for example, high tide come up. Yeah, the cliff is high. It's probably like around 30 feet.
Oh, that's too high. I gotta go down.
Feet. But then even then, it's like little rocks.
Yeah, you want to crack it open. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so but there is some areas though. It's something called Safari Blue.
Yeah,
in Zanzibar, and it's real cheap, man. It's probably like Safari Blue was like probably $40 for 3 people.
And you go around.
They take you out all the way in the ocean, 30 minutes away from the island. Tough. They take you to a sandbar. They take you to a random island that got a bunch of hermit crabs on it, big giant coconut crabs. Yeah. They feed you and they let you snorkel. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the ocean. And out there is no sharks. So when you go snorkeling, all you see is nice little colorful fish and stuff like that. So
and you said the water clear and all that.
Super clear.
Yeah, that's legendary.
It's hot. You know what I'm saying?
That warm water.
Oh, warm water. Sometimes when you walk up on the beach, when it's hot, the water be about 90 degrees. Oh. When it's right there on the sand coming in and out.
That's raw. Yeah. That's some different type of understanding. Yeah, you really connect to the earth like that.
Oh, yeah, you really. I
got to go.
Man, so, I love it.
Okay, now let's get to the herbalist side of it. Yes. So, like, I know you got the sea moss. Like, I remember you sent it to me a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. Man, the gummies smacking. Man,
more on the
you know what I'm saying? Tell them about the sea moss too.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Man. So, you know, we got sea moss gummies, and you know, tying this back to music, I wanted to bring something more to the artist. I ain't want to just be a nigga that make beats, and I'm just here to give you beats. I want to be pulling up, giving you herbs, giving you sea moss, educating you on how to use it and how you can implement this into your life to make you healthier. Because a lot of the times the artists end up, you know, getting on certain things and not sleeping and not eating good, and they tearing their kidneys up, they tearing their livers up. They don't understand that these organs are essential for lively function. If you destroy your kidney, you destroy your liver, your body's gonna break down piece by piece by piece, because now your adrenals gonna be down. Then it's just so many things that the adrenals control all your subconscious function. So like your heartbeat, you breathing when you sleeping, all those different things, your flight or flight response, all that can get just thrown off. That's why you see someone, they just be sitting there just dull, you know what I'm saying? Their adrenals is shot, their kidney shot, their liver shot. So I want to be that force that, hey, I'm fucking with y'all with the music, but look, here's some sea moss. Here's some milk thistle to help your liver. Here's some
lion's mane.
Some lion's mane to get your cognitive thinking going.
That brain food.
Brain food. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to do. So when I started getting into herbalism, first it started with my family and making sure my little girls were healthy, making sure my mom is healthy, making sure I'm healthy. Yeah. And then from there, going into the studio with the artist, hey, yo, take this sea moss. Hey, you trying to get off lean? We got something called Iboga. It's from Africa, from the Congo. It's actually known as the grandfather of hallucinogens. Instead of ayahuasca being a grandmother of hallucinogens, Iboga is the grandfather of hallucinogens. And what people use it for in a microdose level is to get off any opioids. Wow. And that's something that's illegal. Iboga is actually illegal in the United States.
It's
Schedule
legal?
1. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and it's known to be illegal because it works. It gets people off of lean.
Oh,
perks,
they don't want you. They want you
that.
doped up.
Yeah. So you get that to someone in a tea every day for 7 days consistently, then they won't even, when they body try to go through withdrawals, it's gonna get that brain, that receptor that tells them that they want the opioid, it knows it out. So that way you can get over it and not have withdrawals. So you can get off of it. So bringing that to them, sea moss, herbs, that was always the goal, man. And they actually take it. You know,
of course.
They be real receptive. You know, I remember one time I gave Travis Scott the same sea moss
Shout
gummies.
out Travis Scott, yeah.
Shout out Travis Scott. And he was like, yo, what's this? Some Dr. Sebi?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
In short, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he took it, man. I saw him again. This is when we was on tour with Drake. So, you know, they brought me on tour with Drake and everything, too. So,
I remember that you hit me with this. I think it was LA. You like, come out. I'm like, it's hard for me to come out, brother. I be missing out on so many opportunities. You hit me every time, too, so I super appreciate you.
I appreciate you,
every
bro.
time I'm in the city, you be like, I'm here. It be big time. You be like, come up. I be like, all right, I can't get out now.
You already know.
But
I
I
already
appreciate
know.
you, though.
For sure. And there's more to come. You know, we gonna keep doing it.
For sure.
But I gave it to him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, man, I saw him again. He's like, man, I need some more of that sea moss, man. Da, da, da. Cause you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, y'all all f with the health and wellness.
Yeah.
They just don't have access to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like what you doing, you bringing it, you know what I'm saying? It's like you showing them that you can still be a cool, you know what I'm saying?
With
Olympian.
all that.
And still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know.
A titan.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna be healthy with it.
Exactly.
I never drunk, never smoked a day in my life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Pure since birth. It's right there in the knuckles. That's why they call me organic. But at the same time, I'm one of them ones. Don't ever play with me. So I still got, don't think because I'm healthy like I'm a goofball.
Exactly.
I push your eyes in your head.
Exactly.
Bite your nose off.
Oh, God.
And wait for the cops to come.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
Hey.
But I'm a healthy individual.
Yeah.
I want everybody to be healthy. I've been telling people to drink water, eat fruit, wake up, get money. Like I've been saying that my whole life. Eat some honey. Now I'm putting them on this. So I want people to have all those elements. Only why I can operate at the level I do for this. I'm 42, brother. Only how I can operate at this level and look this good because I took care of myself mentally, physically, spiritually. So I want people to get that.
Yes,
and
sir.
the money just came.
Yeah.
Because you already know all that shit night to fortune.
Yeah.
Good follows good.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna run away from you. Whatever you want, you take care of yourself. You got positive energy.
Yeah.
You think you want some of this? This ain't gonna meet you.
Yeah.
It's gonna find you
Yeah.
immediately.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, people got to get right, bro. So like I said, that part is need to be out there more.
Yes, sir.
All this promethazine, we don't need pills. I get it. That's music.
Yeah.
And they gonna push that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't knocking my brother for getting money with it.
Yeah.
But who's out here healthy?
Yeah.
Who's out here pushing that?
Exactly.
They scared of that.
They scared of that.
You just said that something that derails opiates is this particular thing from Africa and it's illegal.
Yeah.
Why you think so?
Yeah.
You know how many laws that be, you know what I'm saying, passed? If that, man, you would mess up all the pharmaceuticals. You would mess up all this smoke, all this weed. Man, you messing up so much money, bro.
Exactly.
If that came here and just fixed that.
Exactly.
They don't want us to shine like that, bro.
Yeah.
But we gonna make them understand.
We can make them understand.
We're gonna have to.
We have to because it's a corporation.
Right.
At the end of the day, and in the corporation, they have their cattle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing as above, so below. The same way the slaughterhouse man rounds his cattle up and feeds his cattle to feed, you know what I'm saying? And does everything they do is the same thing that the corporation essentially does to the lower minded people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's either you're gonna be a consumer or a producer.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Of content. Consumer of content or producer of content. No matter what the content is, whether it's, you know, product, whether it's knowledge, whether it's food, whatever, are you gonna consume it and just, you know, take in whatever they say? Or are you gonna be a self-thinker and be able to think for yourself and be like, you know what? I see what's going on.
Yeah.
What steps can I take to be able to still exist, coexist, right? And not become a threat to, you know, not become a threat or become a eyesore, but you still living on that path,
right?
And you still spreading that path
right.
while living under the radar, being incognito, sitting at the table with them. But I'm on this path though,
right? That's how you do
I'm
it.
at the table with y'all.
We got to infiltrate. We got a Trojan horse the situation because we come into Bogart, they gonna banish it. They gonna Dr. Sabi us. They gonna put you all the way out the game. So we young, we smart. We got to manipulate the system how we can. So I always sprinkle in there. I ain't trying to overdose you with the understanding, but you gonna get some of this understanding. It's mandatory. And where I came extra enlightened with understanding the purpose of, you know what I'm saying, eating right. And I already had it, but when I lived in Switzerland for them, like last year for 4 months, right?
Yeah.
All these banned substances that's in America, right? It's not out there. The food taste, McDonald's was delicious, brother. I was eating McDonald's every day because they got their cows from the farm right over there. They got their chickens. They got wings and shit, never knew it. They got wings from the cow, the chickens that's right there.
Yeah.
It's all homegrown. And all these poisons that's in our food is banned in Switzerland. But guess what? It ain't no crime. 1 out of 4 people millionaires, and you wonder why.
Yeah.
Because it's the things they're eating, the environment they're around.
Yeah.
People missing that part. I picked that up like, why are they like this?
Yeah.
They're eating pure.
Yeah.
They're living pure. They're thinking pure.
Yeah.
We're living dirty. We thinking dirty. We living dirty.
Living dirty.
It's a complete understanding. So I want to push that more, brother, and I'm glad you're giving this to our world.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
What else you got going on? I know you're the producer, you got your herb. Let's give them everything you got before we get up out of here, brother.
Yeah, man. So, you know, first and foremost, I got a record dropping on Friday with Playboy Cardi and Lotto. That's coming out.
Come on, brother. God damn, you come with the Cardi and the Lotto? That combination is crazy.
That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, it's called Blixum. It's coming out on Lotto album featuring Playboy Cardi.
Damn, man, congratulations early. That's a big platinum plus right there off the rip.
Man.
Lord have mercy.
That's my next big one.
That's a huge one, brother. Shit. Let me tell you something. This goddamn coconut water.
So
we need our own coconut water from Zanzibar.
Hey, man, the coconuts.
We need that papaya juice out there.
Oh, man, the papaya juice. And then real quick on the coconuts from Zanzibar.
Break that down.
They are different.
Right.
Those coconuts are super electrical. You know, we have electrolytes in coconut water.
Yes, sir.
But the electrolytes actually electrocute you when they're at their highest power. So when you drink the coconuts from Zanzibar fresh off the vine, they crack it open in front of you, you drink that coconut water, it sometimes it don't be sweet, sometimes it do be sweet, but it tastes almost like soda.
You Zeused up.
It's like
you little Zeus, little Thor.
It's shocking your tongue. You're like, yo, what the is it soda? Nah, this is pure.
All right, now hold on. We might be giving to him. We might got to get the Zanzibar coconut water. Goddamn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know?
Shit. Then hit it with the papaya straight from Sandy Beans, darn.
Hey,
we can take over the market. I be watching them shows. I don't know if you know it. It's like a show on YouTube. They show you like different entrepreneurs, like how they grow stuff from nothing. Yeah. One guy went to Mongolia, got the cashmere. Straight from Mongolia, white man. He was like, where y'all getting it from, right?
Yeah.
He found the little village they got it from. Went there with $1 million cash. Went up there and bought all these pounds of cashmere. Brought it back. He got the cheapest cashmere sweaters in the world. You know them joints expensive.
Yeah, cashmere.
He sell us all for $100. Damn. But he getting it straight raw from goddamn Mongolia. He went out there. Damn. Frank Lucas. I'm going.
Crazy.
So yeah, we can't get.
We can't get.
Zanzibar and goddamn coconut water with papaya. That's our thing right there, brother. We gonna get it with that. For real though.
For sure, man.
But that's raw, bro. So go ahead and continue, man.
Yes, sir, man. You know, so just, you know, being able to mix it all, man, being an entrepreneur with the music, you know, I look at music as funding, you know, to the businesses, because any big musician that you see, they do something else. And the music is the funding. And then they get to them high ranking numbers by implementing that you know, that entrepreneurial mindset. Right. So, you know, after reading Business of the 21st Century, it's only you're gonna be in the 4 quadrants. What quadrants are you gonna be in? You feel what I'm saying? You can be the employee, are you gonna be the independent business owner? Are you gonna be the investor? Or are you gonna be the self-owned business owner?
It's only 4 quadrants.
4 quadrants. You know what I'm saying? Which one? And deciding that and putting your mind to your what you want, you know, using that intellectual manifestation, heart chakra manifestation, and sometimes you can even use sexual manifestation.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that sexual manifestation now.
You can't go wrong with that. That's
a good
also
thing.
one of the most powerful manifestations.
It got to be strong.
It is, because that's the same force that bring a life into this ether.
Right.
When you instead of you bringing a life into the ether, you bring in an idea or you know, a thought.
Because it always did something to me when I see a particular woman I want, and then I get her. It's like, dang, I be thinking the man above. I always talk about that. Yeah. Because I always get them. Yeah. Everyone I ever wanted. So it's like, that's very powerful.
Yeah.
You know, even when I had nothing, I got them.
Yeah, it's
always had the baddest of the baddest. Anybody know 3? High school, we going wherever. I had the what? I'm talking about 3rd grade now.
Yeah.
The Valentine's Day cards are like this on my desk, brother. Oh, you understand me? They just give me their ants on the log and their little lollipops. Yeah, why me? I was born with that sex chakra, I guess. No homo sapiens. So it's very powerful. Yeah. And I always lean on it. Yeah. Whenever I need something to go right, baby, I'm like, bang. Bitch gonna tell me you gonna take care of me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's very powerful. Two people don't know about that one, brother.
Yeah, they don't know about that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So boom. All right, cool. Blessings, man. Listen, man. I already know you finna drop this record. Lotto, Playboy Cardi finna be #1. More land. You know,
Yes,
health and wellness. We're gonna creep that in there.
Yes,
We got the coconut and the papaya juice on the way.
Hey, on the way.
We're gonna kill him with that. You know what I'm saying? Boom, that Zeus juice.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, I see. I goddamn put that out.
Hey, this shit just manifested.
We're gonna take it over, bro. But
sure.
man, before we get, like I said, I'm gonna give you one more thing. Go ahead and close it out, brother. And I'm gonna close my part up. I want you to give everything you doing and everything you want them to know about you before we get out here on Organically Speaking,
Yes, sir.
brother.
Man, first and foremost, man, I want to thank you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for having me on Organically Speaking. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor because, you know, speaking organically is something that I want to stand on and always live by. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just doing the music or the sea moss or, you know, getting the land or, you know, even becoming an entrepreneur and doing different things like that, man, it's always about keeping that integrity. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that integrity. And I thank you for always putting yourself as a role model of that. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Being a real nigga, doing these things, going to Switzerland, sitting amongst them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just you going to the source, you know, going to the seed to get the real shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's something that I always, you know, dreamt of doing. And something that when I started doing it, we can't never go back from that.
Never.
Because you see the truth when you get there and do it on that land. You know what I'm saying? And bring it back home and turn it up. You know what I'm saying?
Most
so
definitely.
I want to thank you and appreciate you,
I
bro.
appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
and once again, we gotta, you know, teach our people, you know, it's more than just material things. It's more than just women. We really could be superheroes. That's where we came from. We really came from nothing, bro. Like, they gotta understand, like, being an American, being a black man, what we came here as. You know what I'm saying? They came here just as field hands and nothing. They didn't treat us as human beings to be walking around and having Rolls Royces. And so if we could do that, imagine what we could really do. Imagine if we really own this land and farm our own land and really monetize it and keep it. So what they did with the music industry, which is okay, we are the talent. We are the creators, but they own it and cultivate it.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we have a cheat code in what I'm into, the content. They can't own my content. This is all mine. We could create whatever we want now. We could create our own products. Look what Kanye did.
Yeah.
We got to pay attention to this.
Yeah.
Jordan was Jordan for 40 years. He only worth $2 billion. Kanye was Kanye and got that situation. He made $6 billion in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So let's understand the power of ownership, the power of creating and keeping it and owning it. So the more we learn, the more we can grow. So I want to, you know, put that in more people. Believe in yourself, work hard, never give up, never give a take leaps of faith. You're going to die anyway. I'm a stoic individual. I live by stoicism. I'm a dead person already. I just got a soul in this dead body. That's why I could do what I want. I don't care. Whatever going to come with it, come with it. But I'm going to live my life. I'm going to see what I want to see. I'm going to touch whatever I want to. Please believe it.
Yes,
and if I die, if I lose, so be it. But I haven't died, I haven't lost yet. The strongest warriors in our time had no fear. The strongest warriors in our time believed in themselves that they believed in God. They was ready to go. But they ain't give up. They had no fear, so they kept winning. The Spartans, all these top warriors you ever heard of, they ready to go. But they don't go. Because they living without fear. So I want to instill that in people. Let's live fearless. But move in a positive manner. But protect yourself when it's time to do that. We are gargoyles now. We hard and fly at the same time. We always on top. We're going to immortalize ourselves with the glory we leave behind. So make sure your life is glorified. Don't second guess yourself. Go with that first thought. Do it. Hey, most time it works. Because most time people ain't gonna try. 8 billion people in this world, man. How are you gonna be great? Everybody want to be 1%. Are you doing the things higher and greater than the people that's under that 99%? How you gonna get top to 1%? You ain't putting the grind in, ain't believing. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? That's blasphemy to everybody in your ancestry tree. I'm gonna live, man. So I want anybody here to watch Mr. Organik just know, man, you could do it too. I was in the basement 8 years ago under an old white lady paying $600 a month to the biggest mansion I ever seen in my life in Malibu, 6 supercars, nigga, every piece of jewelry. I did what I wanted to do, every woman I wanted, and I'm still going. I'm in Malibu now, Brick, looking over the ocean, mother. Hear me? Straight up. I'm sitting here with Kids Hazel. Yeah, we about to get in the studio, do a beat. Do beat for good slaughter with my goddamn 21 out, but I do a song with him. How I do that? I'm 42. I ain't no young buckaroo.
Straight up.
But because I believe
that part.
And I do.
That part.
Y'all can do it too. S.R.T.F, man. It's in my knuckles, man. It's from the seed to the root to the tree to the fruit. We're going to keep it organic. And when you do that, you're going to embrace the journey, man. When them seeds grow, you're going to see who come around you. Because everybody want the fruit. But was you down when I was in that mud? Yeah. When no one believed the irrigation system was fucked up, did you help with that? Yeah. You ain't do shit. Nigga, you just around looking. Okay, when the roots grow, oh, you doing good over there. Did you come help and knock them the locusts off my roots?
Yeah.
You ain't helped then. When the tree came, oh, you want to come and say, it's too late.
Too late.
Because you see that fruit bloom. And when that fruit come out, guess who get the fruit? That helped me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The seeds in there. And if you paid attention, you could use them same seeds to grow your own crops. Get off my land. Go get your own. Then Tanzania. We got papaya. We got coconuts. Hey, Mr. Organic. I'm about here, man. We're going to keep it pure like the mother planet is Mr. Organic. Organically speaking.